Hi, this is Megan with the Shop Designs. Today I'm going to show you how to install and use brushes in Photoshop. We sell brushes on our website. We have all different types of them, from snowflakes to borders to holiday stuff, all kinds of things. Today I'm going to show you how to use our border brush collection. When you download the item from our website, you're going to get this zip file right here. And what you want to do, you want to double click to open that. And it's going to give you 3 separate folders, because this set actually comes with 3 sets. So sometimes you'll just get one folder, and within that will be a .abr file and an instructions file. This one has 3. So to install these, what you want to do is you need to navigate to your applications folder, wherever that is on your computer. Within that, go to the version of Photoshop that you're running. I'm in CS6. Click on Presets, and there's a folder within there called Brushes. This is where all of the brushes, the different types of brushes that you can have in Photoshop, where you should keep them. You can actually keep them anywhere, but I recommend keeping them all within your Brushes folder. So what you want to do is you want to take this .abr file, and you're going to drag it into this folder here. I recommend holding down Alt while you do it, because that's going to copy it. You can also, I already have it in there, so we're just replacing it. You can also copy it into there, but I think that if you just hold down Alt is the easiest way to get it in there. So you just drag it in, and then do it for the same thing for each one of the .abr files. Okay. Now they're all in there. You're going to go to Photoshop, open up Photoshop, and when you get there, you're going to go to this little brush icon here. And then you're going to click on this little arrow right here, and then you're going to click on this little gear icon, and you're going to go to Load Brushes. And then you're going to navigate to right where you were, Applications, Photoshop CS6, which is the version I'm in, Presets, Brushes, and all the listed brushes here. So this is how you load them in there. You select whatever ones that you want to load into here. You got to do one set at a time, and they will show up in your palette over here. So I've already loaded the ones that we talked about, so I'm just going to click it again and show you what I did. See, it's going to append them. It's just adding them to the bottom here. So this is where you're going to see all the brushes that you have installed. You can install as many as you want. Let's see if I go to load, I'll just pick another one of our sets, which is the Celestial set, and see, it's putting it at the bottom here. That way, and I like to keep it as a large thumbnail. See here, you can do small thumbnail, so that way you can see more of what you have at the same time, but they're very small. You can also have them as a list, but I think the large thumbnail makes it easiest for you to see. So the next thing you want to do, just click the one that you want to use, and whichever one you're selected on is the one that's going to show up over here. Okay, and then the other thing that you can do over here is control the size of it with this little slider. So if you wanted them to be really small, then you just slide it down. If you want them to be bigger, you slide it up. They will default to the size they were created at, and that is usually a good place to kind of keep the maximum size at, which is right around here. Okay, so now we have this one selected, and I recommend creating a new layer so you're not working on your background layer. That way it's much easier to edit and move it around, change the size of it without having them all be flattened on your background. So you made a new layer, and now the color it's going to be is whatever color is over here in your little color box there. So you can change this just by clicking on it to be any color you want. I'm going to stick with gray. I really like gray. So now the basic way that brushes work is like a stamp in Photoshop. So when you're on your new layer over here, you've got your color selected, you just click, and it's going to put a stamp on your layer. And see, you can move this around because we're on a separate layer here. You can even hit Command-T and transform it if you want to. You can make it smaller or bigger. And you could even add some more to this if you wanted to. If you want to do a different brush and add something else to this page and bring the size down. Oh, not that small. See, you can basically stamp these all over the place if you wanted to. I, of course, recommend making new layers for that. Okay, but we're going to go back to where we had, so I can show you how to put an image in the middle of this frame if that's what you wanted to do. So the easiest way to do that, you are going to open up an image and do Command A and Command C, because you're going to copy it. And then come back over here. You're going to take your little square tool right here and you're going to draw a box, click and drag. It's the same shape as this box, okay? And then you want to drag this layer so that it's below that layer, because that way when you paste your image in there, it's going to also be below your framed layer. I'm going to label this frame just so we know what we're doing here. Okay, so now click on your new little box layer that you selected here. It might look a little different in previous versions of Photoshop. You will probably have the shape and little mask next to it. If that's the case, you want to make sure you're clicking on the left part of the layer here and hold down Command, and it's going to give you, and click here, and it's going to give you these little marching ants. And then what you want to do is go to Edit, Paste Special, Paste Into. And it took the photo that I copied from over here and it's pasted it into this shape. Now it's obviously way too big right now, so what you want to do is just hit Command T, hold Shift, and you can transform it. You always want to hold Shift when you're transforming to keep the proper proportions. Otherwise, you can do that, and you definitely don't want to be doing that. So, okay, then you just move it around, just click and drag and move it how you want to and make it the size that you want it. Alright, and then just hit Enter when you're done with that. So what we've got over here, see, it's made a little mask on top of our layer. And we don't need this anymore, so we can just delete that. And you can connect these if you want to. This way it locks it so that your mask and your photo are connected and they can't move independent of each other. But if I was to hide this mask so you can see what it's doing, it's basically just protecting the outside of the image and keeping it from showing. So now, also just make sure that this is behind this, that this layer is below the layer of your frame. So that way your little border here is on top of your image and it looks more realistic that way. So I'm going to label this image. And now what you can do, you can flatten the whole thing, and if you're all done, and send it to print. If the other thing that you can do is you can merge these two layers together, select them together, go to your little layers palette here and go to merge layers, and now they're all together, they're one layer, so you can just move this around a lot easier. You can resize it. You have to be on your move tool, by the way. That's this tool right here, and I have it on auto select layer, which you don't have to have it on. If you take that off, it's just going to be on whatever layer that you're selected over here. But I find it always easier to do it that way. So you can transform it, you can move it around, you can add more frames, more brushes, whatever you want to add a different brush just as decoration around it, you can do that. Again, just repeat the process, make a new layer, pick your color and pick your brush and stamp away. And so you can use these for album designs, you can use them for holiday cards, you can use them for basically just a framed print, whatever you like. So we have all different types of ones. We have snowflakes, we have celestial, we have all different types of frames. And you can get these on our website at theshopdesigns.com. Thank you.